Let's push it a little. हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। और यार आज हम लोग राइड रिव्यू करने वाले हैं स्पीड 400 2025 वर्जन का। नाइस यार, ऐसा लग रहा है इनिशियल ग्रंट थोड़ा सा और इम्प्रूव कर दिया है, फील आ रही है ऐसे थोड़ी सी हल्की सी। बाकी इसमें जो मेजर चेंजेस है यार, फ्रंट के टायर जो है उसकी वॉल हाइट थोड़ी सी इंक्रीज कर दी गई है। इसके दोनों लीवर्स जो हैं, क्लच एंड ब्रेक लीवर, दोनों अब एडजस्टेबल आपको मिल जाएंगे। एंड सस्पेंशन ट्रेवल जो है यार इन्होंने बाय 10 mm डिक्रीज कर दिया। सो लेट्स सी ये सारे चेंजेस मिला के बाइक की राइडेबिलिटी में क्या डिफरेंस लेके आते हैं। शॉर्ट गियरिंग इंजन की बात करते हैं यार, वन ऑफ द स्मूथेस्ट मुझे ये लगता है व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट शॉर्ट गियरिंग हाई रेव इंजन्स। टर्निंग रेडियस बहुत शानदार। Very nice aggression yaar, very nice. If you have bike like this in city, you don't need a super bike. Trust me, 400 cc's are more than enough in Indian roads. And this bike is doing a lot of things correctly, like the torque, the tractability, the pickup, the acceleration, all of them combined, they are so good on this bike. I was already impressed by the previous Speed 400. And wow, clutch feels a bit lighter. The gear shifts have been improved somehow. They feel less clunkier as compared to the first gen. Let's see. Nice. We'll be testing the braking as well. Oh, pickup is good yaar. The acceleration is very good, very good. तो स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं यार क्लच से। क्लच जो है इसका काफी लाइट है, इज ऑल्सो नाउ एडजस्टेबल, सो यू हैव द ऑप्शन टू एडजस्ट इट टू योर लाइकिंग। क्लच का जो एक्टिवेशन पॉइंट है, वील जस्ट टॉक अबाउट दैट, जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट। सो अभी जो बाय डिफॉल्ट इसकी एडजस्टेबिलिटी है, दिस इज 1 2 3 4 5, देयर आर 5 लेवल्स। इट्स वेरी फार राइट नाउ एंड लेट्स सी फर्स्ट गियर। ओके 5-10% ऐसा है, वहाँ पे बाइक नहीं मूव करती है, हल्की सी 5% पे, एंड उसके बाद जो है बाइक मूव करना शुरू करती है। क्लच एंड गियर शिफ्ट्स रियली गुड, रियली गुड नाउ ऑन दिस बाइक। मैन्युअलिटी एंड अमेजिंग एजिलिटी, दिस बाइक इज वेरी निम्बल, वेरी इजी टू maneuver wherever you want. Also the turning radius is amazing, so you have no hiccups there. Suspensions, suspensions were always good on this bike. There's minimal change right now in the new one. It won't make a huge difference other than the front dips. The tires are giving a lot of confidence in cornering and maneuverability right now. The tires are improved, Vredestein tires now, so that's a good upgrade. Rideability has been always the pro part of this bike, the Speed 400. There were hardly any complaints with this bike. It's a brilliant package. I've always considered this, I always recommended everyone, and very easy to recommend anyone. The only problem I feel is the speed. I'm when I'm looking for speed on the tachometer, I'm always looking for this digital area and I don't see the speed, my current speed. Obviously it's on the left side, the analog one, so I'm not used to that one. The bike vibrates a little, yes, of course, it's a high revving machine, it will vibrate a little, but let's see what is the cruising speed of this bike once we touch the highway or the elevated. Getting through the traffic is very easy. Let me go. We are riding 4th gear below 40. Nice, easy, no knocking sound as such. It's always been a good tractable bike that you can pull at any gear in the city. That's amazing yaar, very comfortable and convenient. I pulled it down to 3rd gear, not even 2nd. The bike was very slow, it's on 20. Amazing torque yaar, in low end it's amazing torque, pulls great. Brakes are decent, let's wait for them to heat up a little. Oh, so there's a Lamborghini. Very good acceleration yaar, very good acceleration. I've ridden like 650s. It had good torque like the Scrambler 650. It's a low revving machine, obviously long geared. It had good torque, 56 torque, but it doesn't pull like this. It pushes, it has bhp around 46, similar bhp, this has 40, so not very less, but it pulls great yaar, pulls great. I'm still in the 4th gear, amazing tractability, there's no complaining about it. Speed 400 was already a machine that you liked, and this is nothing less. Nothing has been ruined, the things have been improved nonetheless. Nice suspensions, I like them. Amazing suspensions on this bike, yeah. The setup is amazing. The rear suspension, the front suspension, they don't push you up. They don't make you bump on your seat. They dial down the dividers real well, the portholes real well. When you're riding this bike, you won't even feel like switching any gears. Like if you reach the 6th gear, you won't worry about any gear. Like by default, I'm not feeling that I need to change a gear. That's why I'm not switching any gears. The bike is not showing that stress that you need to change a gear, so there's no such stress on the bike. Let's see how much the bike vibrates. What's the cruising speed, at what speeds it starts vibrating. We are in the 6th gear right now, around 3000 rpm. The bike is pretty much smooth, goes very well. Yeah, this bike moves very well. It feels so light sitting on this bike, riding it. It's 176 kgs and feels very light. The side mirrors are amazing. They have great visibility. You won't be having any issues with that. Horn you might need to upgrade. Not very loud, but a decent horn, not very loud again. Great handling, yeah, great handling. You'll have a lot of confidence riding this bike. While riding this bike, there's not one single piece that will make you lose confidence in the bike. That's the best part of the bikes. Look at the turning radius, very low. I could have turned it even in the first lane, but I didn't. But the bike allowed me to. Talking about the exhaust note, it's not something great. It's not what you'll buy this bike for. It's not the exhaust note. It's a simple sounding single cylinder exhaust. So nothing special about the exhaust note, to be honest. Let's push it a little. Fifth gear, 100. Let's check the tires. Cornering, very good. Amazing stability. Amazing stability, yaar. It's such light bike, still having so much of stability. That's amazing. So it's a quick machine, yaar. It reaches 130, 140 very easily, very easily. Alright guys, even at 160 it doesn't imbalances. It's pretty stable. You can keep on going. After 150, obviously the body, the shape of this bike doesn't help with the wind blast, but still it's pretty amazing and pretty stable for its design and for its weight. Let's see the tractability. 6th gear, 40 right now, and let me try to give a little race. Yep, knocks a little, but if I don't give it any race right now, it's not knocking a lot, knocking a little. It's at 30, but amazing for this engine going 6th gear 30. Let's see if I do 40, 20. I try to pull nice. 4th gear 30, 25. Let me do a 6th gear again and see from where it pulls better. Let me go a little higher. 4th gear 40. Now 6th gear 40. There's some knocking below 40. Alright, so from 6th gear 40 it picks up very well. Below that it will start knocking. So a 20 kilometer of variation is very good when you are in the city. 4th gear 20, 4th gear 25, you will do it easily. Let's see the stability, if the bike goes straight, left or right. A lot of engine braking, guys, a lot of engine braking. The bike slows down very fast. I like this. It's pretty slow, 40 kilometers per hour, still going straight, very stable. This bike is made in such a way that there are very less chances of complaining. Yeah, to be honest, there's nothing to complain about this bike. Let's see what's the cruising speed, at what speeds it's not vibrating and it's pretty smooth. Let's check that out. I'm at 6th gear, 80, 90. Okay, 90. There's a light buzz, very light. Let me go 100. Yep, at 100 there's little buzz on my right foot peg, and On the right side a little. Let's go above 100. Above 100, 110, there are some vibrations that you might not like and won't wanna stay longer at 110. I think 195, 100 is a good cruising speed on this bike. The sitting posture right now I am in is amazing. From my point, it's very upright, very small angle, very small angle. I'm loving this angle, completely upright for me, and the sitting on this one is more comfortable than the earlier version of Speed 400. This one is more cushiony, feels more comfortable. Like you can feel your bumps going inside the seat a little, so that's good. And they are not that thick that you will feel bad on long rides. This feels like in a very good state. And the foot pegs are not very rare, they are almost in the mid. The braking has been decent so far in this test. I hadn't been able to hard brake anywhere so far. Stops pretty well though. Let me check the brake. I'll just accelerate a little here and check the brakes now. Pretty good. The seat height has been increased by a little. It used to be 790 mm, but now it's around 803 mm or something. I did not feel much difference. Even earlier I was able to flat foot, and even now I'm almost able to flat foot. So not much of a big difference that you'll feel. I'm 5 foot 7 inches and I'm able to almost flat foot on this bike. At 5'5", 5'6", you'll still be able to ride this bike. You shouldn't have any trouble there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was my ride review of the Speed 400 MY25. Hope you liked it. Drop a comment if you have any queries. I'll be answering each and every one. And if you want any other comparisons, do let me know. See you in the next one. Bye bye.